Mark, congratulations. 27-0. I mean, to not let the opposition on the board is such a huge feat.
Yeah, that's probably the most pleasing thing of the day for us, if I'm honest, Johnny. And you know, we're just going to make sure that we keep that hunger about us. You know, I challenged the lads this week about not getting carried away with yourself, and I think how they've applied themselves today defensively has been outstanding. You know, we're coming up against a team that we knew had a lot of punch about them. You know, they've got some high quality outside backs and again a quality middle pack, and they can really cause you some damage if you go dipping your toe into them. So how we went about as business and application that first 20 minutes were really pleasing, and then, you know, dealing with that bit of adversity as we did, losing his captain and you know, having to make a few changes, and just a really pleasing day in that sense. So yeah, we'll enjoy tonight, you know, hopefully seeing England win as well, and then we'll get back to it next week, ready for another tough game against Bradford.
And just on losing the captain, is Liam okay? Yeah,
Liam's alright. He just felt his hamstring go a little bit when he kicked the ball. I think it was on the 39th minute. So we just tried babysitting him on that edge until half time. But yeah, we'll scan him tomorrow or Tuesday, and then you know, I think it'll be at minimum, you know, 2 to 4 weeks. That's probably best case scenario. So we'll just next man up, we'll adapt, and you know, we'll get on with it. But you know, hopefully it's not too bad, and we'll see Liam, you know, before the season's over.
And any other injuries to report? I saw Atta took a few hits as well as Cunningham. Are they okay?
Yeah, I think Atta's on his way to hospital now with a suspected fractured eye socket. So we're hoping it's just a black eye. You know, if that's the case, you can just cut them, can't you, and get them down that way. So he's a tough cookie. He carried on. It can't be that bad. He still kicked his 40-20, didn't he, after, so he can still see out of it. But again, I thought he had another top performance, and yeah, as I say, I don't really want to single any one person out, because again, I thought it was another team performance, and everyone played the part. And it's really pleasing to coach at the moment when things are going like this. But the challenge now is to keep everyone nice and humble. You know, not get carried away with yourself. You know, keep that level head about us, and make sure that we understand we're getting these performances. Of course, everyone's buying into what we're trying to achieve as an organisation and as a team. So, you know, we'll enjoy tonight. As I said, it's important you celebrate them wins, but then we'll be back at it Tuesday, ready for, you know, another tough game come Sunday.
And you know, there was a lot riding on this game. Obviously with the points difference and everything, I think, you know, if we'd have lost, we were maybe looking at kind of being just out of the way of that playoff category with the threat of relegation. Was that kind of in the forefront of your mind when you were prepping the team, or were you just kind of trying to see it as another regular game, really, to get the boys back in?
Just one game at a time. You know, it's a very tight league, as we've discussed about previously, but all you can focus on is controlling the here and now, which is each game, each week. You know, and if you do that, and you know, you can pick up a few wins, then you worry about the other stuff as it gets near there. So just 1 week at a time. As focus is purely now on Bradford, and you know, once we've got through that, we'll look at the team after that. But just 1 week at a time, and making sure we go about as business properly for whatever game it is.
It was our Heritage Day today. You might have seen some of our Hall of Famers and Club 100 on the pitch today. But for you, obviously being a past player as well, what was it like to come and to see that at the club, those honour, those teammates that we've had before us? Yeah,
well, obviously I've been part of an Heritage Day before at York, and when you're coaching, it's hard because you don't obviously see all the stuff in the build-up and at half-time. But I think it's really important the club recognise you know, the players that's been there and done the stints for the cause, and you know, hopefully they'll be proud of the performance that we served up for them today. And you know, just really pleasing to see the club making such a big deal out of the Heritage Day and honouring the people that's worn these shirts before, you know, the current crop of today.
Amazing. And Bradford, I know you said you're going to take each game as it comes, but is there any sort of thing that you want to focus on specifically with them, or as you say, you're just going to take it on as it comes?
No, we'll have a look at video. I know they played Wakefield today, so we'll have a look at that and the you know, previous few games. We'll see where they're at. They'll be doing exactly the same for us, and then we'll the key to it, as I've said, is making sure you focus on yourselves and not too much on opposition, but it's still important that you're aware of what the opposition can do. So We're under no illusions, especially on odds. It'll be a physical encounter. You know, it's same for both teams, so it's going to be a case of whoever plays the conditions in the field best. You know, normally comes out with a performance. So that's all we're going to focus on, really.